everybody, and welcome to TK's Mugen Saturday Slamfest episode 101 for January 27th, 2017. Season 3 is off to a rather late start, but to make up for it, I will have 2 episodes going up today. Episode 102 will be up tonight, so yay, a double premiere! Now let's get to the action right away. Lots to cover. Opening up Season 3 singles, we have a brand spanking new debut with Nanoha's Hayate Yagami. Hopefully her Book of Darkness is ready to consume the Diamond City denizen in Bomberman. Light beams and fireworks should be piercing the sky at a rapid rate as we shoot straight on down to a random stage. Hope you all enjoy! Nano Fate are cheering for you, Hayate. Do your best for them against Hudson Soft's Prodigy. Hayate and Bomberman about to do battle on an airship. This should be exciting. Let's get ready to kick butt, engage. Here we go. Alright, Hayate dashes backwards, goes for the light arrows. Bomberman go for a bomb kick. Oh, got knocked out of his bomb throw by the light beam from Hayate, who ends up spacing Bomberman nicely. Tries to approach with a kick, dashes back, goes for more light arrows. Bomberman trying to tech through them, lobs out a bomb. Hayate blocks with her Book of Darkness, fires back with the light beam, goes in with the force field. Bomberman trying to attack through with the headbutt and that uppercut. Now Bomberman volleying Hayate with an aerial. Now goes for a super fist combo on the ground, right to the dashing headbutt. And Hayate getting greened by Bomberman's melee combos. Now Hayate powering up special here, and Bomberman knocks her right out of it with another super fist. Mini light arrows blasting Bomberman back. Bomberman knocked out of his bomb line. Bomberman getting volleyed by the light arrows now. Bomberman trying to get a bomb throw off, and the light beam will off him out of it. Sheesh. Hayate kept cutting off Bomberman at every turn with those light blasts as she secures round 1. Round 2, let's see if Bomberman can explode his way back into this set. Alright, Bomberman ends up blocking that light ball, so gets the Shamal summon, now goes for a bunch of light orbs. Bomberman blocking those, now goes for a bomb line, catches Hayate with that one nicely, gets a jab through too. Hayate trying to space, goes for more light orbs. Bomberman trying to block as he eventually guards towards Hayate. He throws up for light shield, light arrows, bomb hits her in the head there. Light beam, oh man, Bomberman trying to take his way through the light arrows, having a hard time, gets a bomb kick through, another bomb line, ripping through Hayate's force field, catching her with that bomb line. Now Hayate power charging, go for a special, as he now goes for a high kick, missed that. Bomberman trying to block on the light arrows and the light beam. Bomberman on the defensive. Hayate keeping Bomberman at bay with those light blasts. Goes for the force field now, trying to smother Bomberman in it. Goes for the light orbs. Bomberman blocking those. Oh, Bomberman knocked out of his special there. Tries to go for a bomb throw. Hayate going for another special, and the bomb gets deflected by the force field. Now Hayate goes in with the light arrow charge. Ends up missing that. Bomberman trying to block the light arrows again, and that green miss catching Bomberman. Goes for a bomb kick. Ends up missing that one. Goes for another, but the light arrows will smother Bomberman. Well, the Diamond City denizen gave it a good run here against Hayate, brought her down to half health both rounds, nearly. Well, actually, I think he got her past half in round 2, but Hayate manages to clinch the win 2-0. And not a bad singles match to start off Season 3, I must say. I was expecting Bomberman to do far worse in this encounter, but he surprised me. Unfortunately, some of his big attacks ended up whiffing, and that might have costed him a round or 2. He might have been able to force a 3 if he stayed on it and kept Hayate closed in the corner where he can keep meleeing her. That probably would have been his best course of action, but he gave it everything he had, though. And Hayate starts her debut with a nice win. Nano Fate definitely have to be giving the thumbs up. Alrighty, folks. Stay tuned as I prepare single set number 2. Maybe we'll try to top this one. Be right back as I get a drink and relax my throat some, folks. The TK is back, Jack! Time to continue our 1v1 plunge as the Super Saiyan Man-Child Gotenks will attempt to plug Jin Saotome's pipes with a Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, or his ring thing, or his mouth beam, or whatever other crazy-ass ability he may have. Hope Blodia has the power to counter the fusion and fizzle it out. Both warriors have some solid momentum coming into Season 3, but which one will continue their ascension to the top? All of that and more will be answered as we go to a random stage. Hope you all enjoy! Gotenks and Jin, bring all of the fire you got! I want to see your best performance to date! Gotenks and Jin Saotome prepping to do battle. Super Saiyan Aura bursting out of Gotenks there. Let's get ready to kick butt, engage, here we go. Alright, Jin missed the jump kick, Gotenks punishing him with the melee string as he hits the ground, gets knocked into the corner now. Jin trying to rush, Gotenks pounds him in the face too with a grab. Now Gotenks back on him with a damn dashing kick, right to the right jabs, launching Jin into the corner now. Gotenks trying to keep it up, Jin trying to fight out of the corner, gets a flaming fist through, gets the Blodia arm, launching Gotenks across the stage now. Now Gotenks going for that halo, ends up blocking Jin, explodes right on him, does some good damage. Now Jin retaliates, grabbing him, gets rips some fists off to his face. Mouth beam counter from Gotenks, ends up blasting Jin back to the ground a couple times. And Gotenks keeping up that mouth beam spam as he approaches Jin. Jin gets up, gets a nice grab into a sidekick on Gotenks to the corner now. Now see Jin rushing him, goes for an aerial pile driver, does some decent damage to Gotenks, ends up blocking the fist flame NATO, and right into a grab following those fists. Jin bringing it back real quick, gets an aura burst, but Gotenks counters with the string of kicks, right to the rapid jabs, ends up launching Jin right to that Kamehameha wave, nearly does him in. Now Jin going into EX mode, might be too little too late to activate that, gets a dashing fire fist through, mouth beam rips right through Jin's defense. And it literally came down to the last hit in round 1, folks, but Gotenks manages to snag it here. Now can Jin tear down that safety net and force it to a 3 and give himself a fighting chance? We shall see, folks, as Gotenks powers up again. Let's get ready to kick butt and engage for the second time. Here we go. Alright, Jin starts with a sweep kick, catching Gotenks. Now right to that machine gun special. Looks like Jin missed a ground pound, goes for a dashing fire fist. Gotenks catches him with that sidekick right to the rapid jab string. Ends up hammering Jin right to that sidekick. Damn, Jin volleyed right across the stage. Now Jin rushes in. Aerial pile driver to Gotenks doing some nice damage. Now Jin gets caught by a mouth beam out of the air. Now Gotenks spamming that mouth beam as he approaches Jin. Goes for 3 of them in a row now. Now Jin ends up grabbing Gotenks' sidekick to the corner. Now Jin trying to keep the pressure on. Goes for the Plodia machine gun. Ends up ripping through Gotenks' defense. Now Jin trying to go in with a backhand. Oh, gets caught out of the air by that mouth beam and grazed by the Kamehameha on the landing. Now another mouth beam catching Jin. And Gotenks spacing with that mouth beam for all he has. He tries to approach Jin. Now a nice flaming aerial into that jump kick. Now Jin pounded back by another mouth beam. Gotenks keeping Jin on the defensive. Jin getting knocked around by that mouth beam. He better find an answer for that or he's going to be dead quick. Let's see, Jin gets in, gets an aerial pile driver grab, does some nice damage to Gotenks there, tries for a sidekick to a flame NATO. Jin missed the aura burst, gets a nice ground pound fire fist into the Plodia arm. There goes Gotenks. And Jin is right back in this set, folks, taking round 2. Well, he's going to make this way more interesting than I thought. We are going to our first round 3 of Season 3, folks. Gotenks powering up again. Who will take the set? Let's find out now. Alright, Jin starts with a Flame NATO. Gotenks block counter attack with the string right to the rapid jabs. Looks like Jin launched, and now the energy halo from Gotenks locks Jin up, explodes on him, does about a fourth of his health. Jin gets a grab right to the fist. Now Jin trying to space with that dashing fire fist now, and his long legs. Goes for the Super Flame NATO. Ends up juggling Gotenks with some nice damage now. Jin bringing it back quick here as he mouth beam counter knocks Jin across the stage. Gotenks going back to spamming that mouth beam. Jin trying to get up and not having much luck. Now Jin gets a nice flaming backhand to Gotenks, who gets a Kamehameha in retaliation to Jin. Then a mouth beam following that. Man, Jin just getting hammered by the mouth beams. Now Jin getting walloped on by Gotenks' melee string, and Jin just getting juggled in the corner. Can Jin fight out? Gotenks with the super fist string into the sidekick. There goes Jin. And Gotenks manages to capture a nice, solid 1v1 win over Jin Saotome, who rarely ever suffers a defeat, but falls today against the Super Saiyan Man-Child 2-1. Damn, a pretty nice performance by both athletes here, setting the bar for Season 3 early. Good job, Gotenks and Jin. So they definitely delivered a much better single set, so I'm very pleased with this. And Gotenks is doing quite well. I mean, he suffered a loss here and there, but he's always managed to rebound pretty well. And Jin, I expect the same of him, too. He doesn't stay down very long, either. So, I expect these two to move on to bigger and better things very quick in Season 3. Alrighty, folks. Gonna prepare for double set number 1. Be right back. Gotta keep drinking the ice-cold water, keep my throat not dry, but not too wet at the same time, because I don't want to be spitting loogies all over my monitor as I call out the action loud and heavy. Just give me a few minutes to relax, and then we'll jump into doubles 1, and we'll see what we got there. Be right back, all. Howdy, peeps! Now we step into the Tubsbub for our first 2v2 of Season 3. Oh my! Looks like Higarashi's Rika Furude recruited Hanyu to join her. A most interesting development. These violent violets will be facing off against another debut, and it's a team from Neo Mega Man's roster that spent some time on High Velocity. Team Fate Tails and Urza and Saber. From my recollection, they did quite well for themselves in the HV tourney, finishing in 3rd as they dropped to the eventual champions Duke and Cheng Fu. A win over Higarashi's Tidy Titans could prove to be a strong win in their thrust towards stardom. As we hurry on down to a random stage, hope you all enjoy. 4 Femme Fatales about to leave it all out there on whatever stage we end up on. Come on, girls, deliver! Team Higurashi! Team Fate Tails! On the descending ring stage. God, I hope no one goes over the top ropes. It's a long way down. Engage, here we go. Alright, Urza pairing off with Rika, and now Saber attacking Hanyu in the lightning bolt flies Urza out of the air as Saber gets a nice axe handle on Hanyu, who goes for an energy orb, hits Urza. Now Rika riding that mop into Urza, and Saber trying to defend. Now Saber blocking the daggers from Rika. Saber trying to close in. Now Rika trying to ride that mop into Urza. Hanyu dropping the Saber, who ends up retaliating with a big axe handle combo. Now goes for a super axe handle combo. Once on full Tiny Titans, good. Following Urza's Windstorm sword shot. Damn, man. Now Rika rides out of the corner, saving herself. Hanyu getting double teamed. Rika better ride in and save her quick. Hanyu trying to escape with that energy orb. Rika going for the psychic daggers. It looks like Hanyu might be in trouble. Rika going for the Satoko drill special. Ends up hammering Urza a little bit. It looks like she teched most of it. Now Hanyu trying to pair off with Saber. Now Saber just pounds Hanyu into oblivion, following Urza's aerial. Now Rika got to fend off against Fate Tails by herself. Energy Diamond special drilling Urza for some damage. Now Saber pounding Rika right into Urza's attack. Flip kick knocks Urza back. Now Saber trying to attack Rika, who ends up going for the Satoko drill special again. And oh man, it's like Saber ended up teching it. Urza's lightning bolt frying Rika, and Saber offs her with an axe handle. Sheesh! Fate Tails doing the unthinkable, securing round 1. Holy smokes. And Hanyu not too pleased with that as she powers up here, as she's bringing the sword into the battle. And Rika's mop looks ready to clean him up. Round 2. Let's see if Higurashi can bring it back here. I see. It was like Hanyu starts with the energy burst to Urza, and the light screen trying to deflect him. Rika going for that energy diamond special. I was like Rika summoning some psychic daggers, and Hanyu gets a big energy sword shot, doing well over half of Urza's health. Damn. Urza powering up. She's not too pleased. Thunderbolt flying Saber up to the air. Urza jumping in on Rika with a sword slash. Now a big lightning bolt flying Rika and Hanyu for decent damage. Now Hanyu goes for a big energy sword strike. Man, Urza taken out already, and Saber nearly dead. Rika raining down daggers. Hanyu with the drop kick. Now Saber whiffing her aerial. Hanyu gets a sword counter off. Rika trying to attack with the mount. Flip kick will off Saber. Sheesh! And Higurashi are right back in this set. Dominant round 2 performance here. They got their shit together real quick. Round 3, who will take it? Let's find out. Alright, see Urza blocking that Hanyu dropkick. Hanyu trying to go for low jabs. Rika summoning a Hanyu of her own. Hanyu going for a big rainbow beam special. Gonna do about a third of Saber's health, or almost half. Rika riding that mop in. Let's see, oh man, Hanyu unloading another rainbow beam. Urza getting hit by that one big time, and now Rika riding the mop, following the psychic daggers. Rika and Hanyu hitting their groove here. Another rainbow beam from Hanyu, and Saber gets fried. There she goes. And Urba and Deep Doo-Doo here. Let's see, oh, Rika raining the daggers down. Energy orb, and there, and the Hanyu summon dropkick, not even necessary. Sheesh! And Higurashi escaped with a flawless victory in round 3. Holy crap. Way to close out that set super strong, as they stomp them 2-1. No, Rika and Hanyu might have underestimated Urza and Saber in round 1 a little bit, but man, after that, they did not let up on the gas. Probably for the best. You don't want to let Urza and Saber get going. Well, that ended up being a surprising double superset opener. So yay, go Rika, Hanyu, Urza, and Saber. They all did well here, so hopefully Fate Tails will find a win later in Season 3. And Higurashi starting off very promising. I hope they can keep it up through the rest of Season 3. Alrighty, folks, gonna prep double set number 2. I don't know how big and how bad that one's gonna turn out, but we'll see soon as I get a drink of water and relax my throat, and we'll flip the page and see what we got. Be right back, folks. Alrighty, Roo! Some more 2v2 action we shall do! Team Saturday Slam Masters, Ortega and Zalesov, look revitalized and ready to kick the doors down for their Season 3 rampage. Team Zelda's Dark Lake and Ganondorf may have other plans, as the Triforce of Power seeks to purge the muscleheads of their enormous strength. Hard to say who will truly have the edge here, as both parties are capable of short, mid-range, and long-range tactics. It's going to be a right place at the right time kind of deal to decide this dangerous dilemma, as we lunge straight over to a random stage. Hope you all enjoy! Can the grapplers bear hug and smuggle Dark Lake and Ganondorf into submission? For their sake, I hope they do. The Slam Masters versus Zelda on the Forest Arena stage. Engage. Here we go. Alright, we're taking opens up the Fireball, pounds Dark Lake back. Backbreaker to Ganondorf from Zalesov. We're taking another Fireball, Dark Lake cutting off the sword string. Now Ortega gets a flipping pile driver. Ends up hitting Ganon pretty good. Dark Lake whiffing that light arrow on Zalesov. Regular arrow catches him though. Now Ganon trying to attack Ortega, who gets a nice suplex on Ganon. Dark Lake trying to snipe Ortega at the backside. Goes for a light arrow. Hits Zalesov pretty good with that one. Now Ganondorf loading a Warlock punch. Dark Lake trying to snipe Ortega with another arrow. Man, nice karate chop. Dark Lake looks like Zalesov surrounded by Ganon. Ortega and Deep Doo-Doo here, as Ganondorf spamming the Warlock punch, ends up paralyzing Ortega a little bit, but he still gets a grab through into that flipping pile driver to Dark Lake. Ortega getting pounded by the backside from Ganon. Now see, oh, Ganon and Dark Lake stuck in the corner. Dark Lake attacking Ortega from the other side. Triforce slash special. That's going to take Ortega out of the battle. Man, Dark Lake and Ganondorf by the skin of their teeth clinch round 1. Now can the Slam Masters slam their way back into round 2 and force it to a 3? Let's hope. Let's see. Oh, Zelazov gets caught by a flame choke from Ganon, launched high up in the air. Oh man, Ganon got knocked into his other flame choke. Sonic wave spam from Zelazov. Ortega gets a ground slam, now goes to the fireball spam. Ganon with the flame choke to Ortega launches him up. Oh, Dark Lake gets a drop from Zelazov. Fireball pounds back Ganon. Light arrow shot from Dark Lake, sniping both grapplers. Ortega and Zelazov continually spamming the Sonic waves from the fireballs, trying to keep Ganon and Dark Lake pinned against the other corner. Doing a good job so far. Dark Lake trying to block with his Hylian shield, goes back at him with the light arrow, nearly takes both grapplers out. Zelazov with the drop kick following that starter kick from Ortega. Fireball, Ganon and Dark Lake stuck in the corner. Man, Ganon got dropped, and Dark Lake missed the bomb as Ortega offs Dark Lake with the fireball. Man, the grapplers also by the skin of their teeth take round 2. This is a close one. Going to 3. Who will take it all? Ortega and Zelazov start with the Sonic Wave Fireball spam again. Dark Lake and Ganondorf hit a pinch drop kick launching Dark Lake. Ganondorf on a defensive tries for a flame choke. Gets grabbed by Ortega. Level 3 super. This is going to hurt a lot. Oh my god. Big explosive pile driver. Does well over half of Ganon's health. Zelazov goes to the Sonic Wave spam. Flame choke catches Ortega from Ganon. Ganon going for the super flame choke. Gets a whiffing it. Oh, gets a body slam for his effort. Oh, Dark Lake whiffs that light arrow. That's bad. Zelazov capitalizing with the drop kick. Right to the Sonic Wave Spam, getting a trip to death, there he goes. Dark Lake still has about under half health left. Then Sonic Wave Spam now diving headbutt for Ortega. Dark Lake in trouble. Oh no, whiffs another light arrow. That's probably going to cost him the match. Oh man, Zelazov for the drop kick will launch Dark Lake to its death. And after massive mistakes from Zelda, man, Ortega and Zelazov got all over it and punished them hard as they managed to come back with a very convincing 2-1 finish. Man, Dark Lake missing those 2 light arrow specials and Ganon whiffing that super flame choke. That really did him in. If they would have landed all of them, we probably would have had a much closer match, and maybe even Zelda would have won it, but congrats to the grapplers for managing to dodge those, as they managed to utterly just rip them apart in round 3, dodging all those specials that they needed to hit. Dark Lake and Ganondorf tried to stay alive, and maybe would have if they landed them. Well, hooray! Ortega and Zelazov with another, I would have to say, pretty impressive win here. I mean, I don't know if it's a major, but it's definitely a damn solid win at that. I mean, Dark Lake and Ganon have given a lot of teams a run. Well, Ortega and Zelazov off to a promising Season 3 start. Let's hope they can continue it. And Dark Lake and Ganondorf, hopefully they can pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and get themselves ready for the next battle. Whatever that may be. At least they're pushing teams, so can't really get down on them here. Alrighty, folks, stay tuned for our big 3v3 main event coming up. Man, I hope I have enough energy to get through it. Be right back as I set it up, folks. Ladies and gents, the 3v3 main event of episode 101 is here, and it's quite a unique matchup, too. Team Horror's Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and Pinhead really have surprised me last season. They managed to keep pace with the PPGs and the Slime Masters. They also nabbed a nice W over the Resident Evil squad. Now can they tangle with Sigma's Sinister Mavericks and Magma Dragoon, Chill Penguin, and the debuting Storm Eagle? The Mavericks are no stranger to 3v3, as back in Season 1, Magma Dragoon and Chill Penguin teamed with Vile, and they did okay. However, will Storm Eagle's addition give their second run superior success? Let's find out as we haul ass to a random stage. Hope you all enjoy! Man, I really hope this ring is reinforced enough for these 6 combatants. The ropes, turnbuckles, and the canvas could all break away. The 3v3 main event of episode 101 is here, folks. Team Horror, Team Mavericks, WWF Raw's War Ring. This should be awesome. Engage, here we go. Alright, Freddy starts with a claw uppercut, Mavericks getting launched across the ring, Jason misses a machete slam, Pinhead hanging in the back, now Jason goes for another machete slam, ends up catching Magma Dragoon some, Storm Eagle trying to shield up with his wings, Magma Dragoon pairing off with Jason on the other side, Chill Penguin unloading the icicles, oh man, now Storm Eagle getting mauled by Jason and Pinhead, Chill Penguin trying to back him off, icicles knock Jason across the ring, oh Magma Dragoon gets offed already, damn dude, Storm Eagle with a flip kick, knocking Jason and Pinhead back down, Jason falling back at him with the super machete special, ends up goring Storm Eagle, and Chill Penguin launched Freddy with a claw uppercut, there goes Storm Eagle, oh man, poor Chill Penguin got to fend off all 3 horror icons, but Pinhead's chained right into Jason's knife, awesome. And the horror icons have secured the round 1 safety net. Now it's up to the Mavericks to rip it down and push it into a 3 by securing that round 2 win. Will they do it? We'll find out. Here we go. Magma Dragoon missed a low kick. Jason going for that Super Machete special. Ends up clipping all the Mavericks. Now Storm Eagle unloaded a wind tunnel. Now Chill Penguin going for the icicles. Magma Dragoon spaced the flame cannon. Ends up flying the whole horror team. Storm Eagle just acting as a meat shield to keep him away. And now Chill Penguin going for that torpedo peak. Ends up drilling all three horror icons. Looks like Pinhead's on the top rope. Magma Dragoon still spamming that flame cannon. Jason already dead. Magma Dragoon going for it again, and Freddy just on the defensive. Storm Eagle ends up getting grabbed by Freddy's. Oh man, now the Soul Steal to Storm Eagle doing some good damage. Pinhead whiffed that chain shot. Now see how Magma Dragoon getting lashed out on it by Freddy. Freddy with a big claw combo to Magma Dragoon and Chill Penguin doing a hefty amount of damage to all of them, my god. Now Chill Penguin going for the ice spike, ends up missing Freddy. Magma Dragoon caught in the corner. Freddy gets fried. Now Magma Dragoon going for the raining meteors, ends up hitting Freddy good. There he goes. Now Pinhead all by himself here as he tries to take out Chill Penguin and Magma Dragoon. Pinhead camping out on the top rope, Chill Penguin off by the chains. Now Pinhead and Magma Dragoon fighting for supremacy here, and Magma Dragoon's Flame Wave will take him out. Magma Dragoon, ladies and gents, the only one standing in round 2. Now we are going to round 3. Who will take the first 3v3 match of the season? Jason gets a jump kick through. Now goes for a knife throw, falling Freddy's low clockwise into the machete shot. Nice chemistry from Jason and Freddy here. Pinhead hanging out back there. Now Jason going for that super machete. Damn, dude. Now Storm Eagle going for that wind tunnel, falling Chill Penguin's icicles. Magma Dragoon teleporting around the ring, trying to find an opening. Freddy trying to get him with a grab. Ends up doing so, gets the Soul Steal off. Magma Dragoon nearly dead. Pinhead going for a chain special. There goes Dragoon. Storm Eagle dead too. And Chill Penguin all by his lonesome. Claw uppercut from Freddy. Knife in the face, following Pinhead's chain. There they go. Ladies and gents, the horror icons get their first 3v3 win of Season 3. My god. Man, Freddy, Pinhead, and Jason showing a lot of promise early on here. Another win for them, and now they have a 2-2 record, so they evened out their losses already. Very good for them. Couldn't be any happier. Freddy, Jason, and Pinhead fighting brilliantly. And the Mavericks gave them a pretty good fight from start to finish, so can't bash them too much. Hopefully Magma Dragoon, Chill Penguin, and Storm Eagle with more time will actually start to build some synergy of their own, and maybe they'll start seeing some W's before long. Hopefully they keep fighting as good as they are. Well, folks, that's it for episode 101. I gotta save my energy because tonight I'm coming back with 102, so we got a 4v4 main event, 2 more doubles and 2 more singles to go, so I'll see you all later for those. Gonna get a drink, relax my throat some, and we'll continue the madness, folks. The Season 3 premiere halfway done. So until tonight, I'll see you all later. Peace friggin' out all.